This conference will now be recorded.
Okay guys, so let's get started. So first question is what is Ansible? Correct? What is Ansible? So we all know, we all say this tool is being used for the configuration deployment, but actually we say it's a configuration management tool. It's a configuration management tool, but for what? For what? For servers. Remember, not server, one server, no, multiple servers. So we configure the servers. Okay, we configure the servers through these tools. Okay, now when we say servers, what we have in the servers? So anything, whatever you see in the server, let's say, let's talk about the laptop, any operating system, whichever you can find it. Most of the time you find like a file, right? File, directory, packages, right? Packages. This one, what is it? Services, user, group, apt, yum, etc. Okay, so everything you have in the everything, whatever you see in the server, that configuration is being managed by a tool called Ansible. That's the reason at a large scale servers. That's the reason we call it Ansible is a configuration management tool, because it manages the servers and their configurations. Now, yes, this tool is written in Python. Now, here we have a few kind of release. You should check it out. One is like Ansible alone. Then we have Ansible Tower. Okay. There's one more you must be hearing about it, and that is called Ansible AWS. Okay. So this is command line tool. Okay. And when we say this one command line plus GUI, this one command line GUI. What happened? Okay. Ansible AWS is also command line GUI, but here this is a free, but this is a paid. This is a paid. So free only till free only till free only till 10 nodes. Okay, this is the one. This is also free, by the way. Okay, this is also free, but this is a most stable release. Okay, and this is latest release. Okay, so what is the difference between Tower and AWS? So Tower and difference between Tower and AWS is basically uh, Tower is the latest stable release, most stable release, and AWS is latest non-QA release. Non-QA release. Non-QA means not tested release. Okay, so it's like this. It's not been tested. So they make it free. It's not for production, but if you want to try it out, so it's like this. So these are the releases what we have. Now Ansible is from the company which is from Red Hat. I think Red Hat also recently got acquired. So yeah, so this is the one. So this is the little bit of introduction about Ansible. Okay. Now the question is why we use Ansible. One of the reason is which we all know, config management for servers. Again, this is one of the reason what we have. Second reason what we have is config management for server. Now second reason which we say is like easy to learn, test, debug, extend and share compared to other programming language. Okay. It is idiomapotent also. Now this functionality is very important. Idiomapotent functionality, community driven. Okay. And so many huge huge number of modules, free modules, I think. Free modules plus roles. What is the roles and modules? I will discuss about this spelling mistake actually. Modules, okay, and roles. What is the modules, what is the roles? I'll talk about it. So this is why we use Ansible. So many reasons are there. So mainly is for the configuration management and this one, right? Now what are the other tools are available which we, let's say if you don't like Ansible, what are the other tools are available for this? So Ansible of course is a market leader in config management category, but Puppet is also there, Chef is also there, Salt is also there, this one what do you say, CF engine is also there. So yeah, so many tools are there which has been used in this category.
What is the idiomapotent meaning?
Yeah, idiomapotent means nowadays this functionality is coming in many tools like a Terraform also. So they manage, so they check your desire. Desire means the script whatever you wanted. Desire in server is there in actual or not. Actual, if desire whatever you put it in a script which is already there in actual in server, then no changes. Okay, no changes. And if it is not there something, then only you make the changes. So that way what will happen, even though if you run 10 times that script, no changes, because nothing changed actually, because first time you'll make the changes, second, third, fourth and so on, it will be skipped actually. So this is this functionality called idiomapotent. It means do the changes only if it is required. Don't keep doing the changes even if you run by mistake 10 times.
Okay. It won't override, right? If something's there.
Oh no, overwriting is not there. Something this is also in Terraform also is there. Remember, we create resources, and then after that, if the resources has been created already, then it will not do anything, recreate or something like that. Correct? Okay. So this is the what we have here. Now
I have just one question. Like, suppose, like example, like I provision one EC2 instance with this Ansible, and I did some manually changes, added some inbound rules in my security group, which is not part of my Ansible script playbook, and I will run again the same script. So will it remove my manually added things in the or it will override everything?
No, in that case the desire was not matching. No, whatever you had a desire is not matching with actual, so then changes will happen. That means it will do the changes because you did those changes, but you ask some other changes in through script. That means desired is not matching. So in that case, it will create it.
Okay, so it should will my the manual changes will be still there if I run again the scheme maybe playbook, or
the manual changes will not be.
It will remove that. Okay.
Yeah, it will not remove, but it will apply the changes what you had asked in the script, Ansible script. It will not remove means he has no relation. He will not check whether who has done it. Should I remove or not? At any cost, he will make the changes whatever you ask through script, whatever.
Like let's example, like suppose I have enabled inbound to port 22 through the playbook, and I manually added port 80. Let's example port 80. So if I again run the playbook, so will my 80 and manually still there? It will remove.
Yeah, it will be replaced with 80.
Okay.
In simple way, it will check those resources. If it is not matching, then it will change the things. Okay. Okay. So now this is again, guys. So all these slides and lots of materials you have on the DevOpsSchool.com. You can check it out later. Okay. So other tools we discuss now. Architecture of Ansible. Architecture of Ansible. Okay. So what is architecture of Ansible? So now if you see here, architecture of Ansible, this spelling mistake. Architecture of Ansible. So here we have Ansible control server, and here we have Ansible remote server. Okay, so Ansible control server and remote server. So let me give you a little bit of visualization first. So this is us. Okay, eyes, nose, hand, like this. Okay, so we work in the one server, we call it Ansible control server. So here this server is called ACS, and ACS control is a control server, multiple remote server. Okay, this is a remote server, ARS, Ansible remote server. Okay, so here I was talking about the Ansible control server and Ansible remote server. Okay, so this is the one. Now ACS, okay, and ARS. Now this machine ARS also always has to be Linux. Okay, and 64-bit only. Okay, here it can be any machine, Windows, Linux. Now 60, any bit. In Ansible, you have to install the Ansible. ACS, you have to install Ansible, not applicable. Okay, here you need to have a Python. Here you need to have a Windows, if it is Windows, .NET, PowerShell plus .NET PowerShell WinRM, and if it is a Linux, SSH plus Python 2.7, 2.x. Okay, so this is the Python, and here you need to have this one. So understand that these are the requirement of ARS. Okay, so now here how this communicate, ACS communication. So communications happen Windows machine through WinRM. Okay, and this is a protocol. Let me discuss about the protocol. So if it is a Windows, it is a, HTTP protocol. If it is a Linux, SSH protocol. Okay. Now, how this happens? So if it is a communication WinRM, and here if it is a Linux, then SSH. Okay. So understand this, all this parameter. ACS Linux 64-bit Ansible should be installed, and when I say Ansible all the time, I'm saying command line, okay, not a tower, because it's a GUI based. Okay, command line, Python, and if it is a ARS Windows, then .NET, PowerShell, WinRM, and if it is a Linux, SSH Python 2.x 2.7h. Okay, protocol, yeah, this is the one, and here it is. Now this is the architecture. Okay, this is the architecture. Now next topic is component of ACS. I said ACS because in ARS there is no components, you can have it. It's agentless. Why? Because many people say agentless, but actually in Windows you will find WinRM default by the way, and in Linux you will find SSH default. So that's the reason you don't have to do anything in SSH. If you look at this, these all the prerequisite I did discuss. All these there by default in your Windows machine and Linux machine. So separately you don't have to do anything, except here you have to install Linux Ansible. So what are the component of ACS? So component of ACS is you will install Ansible, and then the moment you install Ansible, you will get few things, which is plugins, Ansible engine. You will get Ansible plugin, Ansible modules. You'll get Ansible config file. These four things you get it, more or less. Okay, more or less. Now Ansible. Okay, and then after that, in this, human will bring playbook, and human will bring playbook, and this one inventory file. Okay, so that's all. So these are the component of Ansible. So here, engine, plugins, modules, config file. Now what is the engine? It's a application which Ansible has. It's like executable, whatever you say. It understands most of it. What you have here in Ansible plugin, all feature of Ansible comes from plugin. Yeah, from plugin. That means any feature which you experience in the Ansible, like SSH authentication, WinRM authentication, this, that, anything, whatever you see in Ansible. I'm saying Ansible, not in your deployment, not in your configuration. No, I'm saying Ansible alone. So that's come from the plugin. So Ansible plugins. Okay. Now what is the Ansible module? So Ansible modules give code. It's a code itself. Okay. This is also code, but for users. Okay, to do one thing. I say one means one thing. One thing such as copy, delete, something like this. Copy, delete, start service, install, something like this. Okay, so here, see here, modules is basically you want to do something in this machine, this machine, this machine. So those things has to be running some script, right? So those things has to be running the some script. So this is called module, that comes from the module. And config file is a file which you can uh, change the behavior of Ansible, change a behavior of Ansible through this. During the demo, I'll show you how can you do that. So through this. Okay, so these are the 4 components. Whenever you have installed Ansible software, you will get it. Now you have to write a playbook and inventory file. Now the question is, what is a playbook? Playbook has a play, has multiple play. Now what is play? So play has where you want to run, which is called hosts, and hosts group, and what you want to run, that's called tasks. Okay, host and task. Play means where you want to run, group name, and what you want to run, task. More, it's in a simple way. Okay, task is having one task. This has a module. See here, this modules from here. What do you want to do? Module 1, module 2, module 3, like this. So with parameter means copy you want to do, what file you want to copy, where to copy. Delete you want to do, what to delete. Install you want to do, so what kind of install, something like that. So this is called play. So in a playbook you have a multiple play. Okay, and this is how it is. This is a skeleton. Now inventory file. So inventory file is something which is a file which has list of IP address. Let me tell you guys here, I am trying my best to teach you uh, in a short way. I mean short way in a less span of time. Now if you want to have a, each and every component you want to learn in detail, in depth, uh, everyone go to the LMS. I think you have 4 days of videos available. You can try LMS, and let me log in and show you. So you go to site home and try Ansible. Okay, here, see here. So you have so many videos here. So each of these is consist of 1 to 2 hours. So at 20 hours of video, I guess so. See here, introduction, terminology, ad hoc, authentication, Ansible inventory, playbook, variables, template, handler rules, and many things are there. So you can learn from here. So I'm trying my best to in short time to make you understand the Ansible. Not everything I am covering. It's not possible also. Okay. So here component of ACS, here it is, human right playbook. But now what is a play? Play has a host specification where it's a YAML file, by the way. Okay, and in the each play you have host, group, task, and here module name. So these modules come from here. Okay, and inventory file is nothing but a file which has a list of IP address. By the way, inventory file, the definite inventory can be a very large definition, but I'm putting it only one file for this. Okay, Now, one thing I am missing, which is, so here, if you see the list of modules, if you want to know, there are thousands of modules. How many? 3,000 plus modules are there. So you want to know that where the list of modules are there? So Ansible modules. See that. So these are the categories of modules. Okay. If you click on one, let's say files module, you will find hundreds of modules. See here. Clouds module, database module. So these are the categories actually. Okay, hundreds of modules. Okay. So please mindful. These are the one modules. Okay, one module for each of these. So these are the modules. So I'm putting it by category. So here it is. So remember what you have, modules such as copy. If you want to copy something, there's one module. One thing, remember, code, this is a written code isn't given to you, but for one thing. But you have to have a parameter also, because those are the parameter which is been used for this one. So ultimately, this is the component of ACS. Okay. Now, more or less, a discussion part is over. Now let me show you the demo for this. So we have discussed so far what is Ansible and why we use Ansible, other tools, architecture also, and component of ACS. Okay. Have you understand that? Any questions, any doubts?
No, it's clear. That's clear.
So now let's do this demo, because that is important. So I am, for the demo, I'm creating 3 machines.
Raj, I have one basic question here. Like, as we can able to provision the server something like in the like on-premise or cloud through Ansible, right? Like at its instance or its instance. Same we can do from Terraform also. So what the exact difference between this?
This is a very popular question actually. Very popular question. So yeah, so let me try answering this question. Ansible versus Terraform. Okay. Now Ansible versus Terraform. Why should we go for Terraform? Why should we go for Ansible? So see, using Ansible also, you can work with the cloud. That is like a cloud, like you can create a EC2 instance and all this thing. You can do that very well. See here, so many cloud related things are there. But when I look at the Ansible and when I look at the Terraform, see, I'll say one thing. One programming language, understand that one programming language can do everything. That's a concept. Everything it can do. One programming language like a Java or C++ or Python or Perl, only one. So why do we have so many programming language? Because one can do everything. So why keep inventing the programming language? And now you see that more than hundreds of programming language we have right now. So can we have it only one and do it everything from one, so we can save lots of time. Everyone will work one, so lots of innovation will happen in one. It's
Yeah,
not like that.
Different vendor,
So
like we have cloud, right? Different vendors, but different. Like
yeah,
we have
so
different functionality.
programming language has some limitation in terms. No, I mean, some programming language is designed for something. Okay, so one programming language is designed for something, another programming language is designed for something, but you can do everything. So here, when I see Ansible again, if you look at this, was designed for servers management, servers config management. When I say server configuration management, it's if you have 100 servers, 200 servers, and you want to manage their resources of server, then it's designed for that. Now, when I look at the Terraform, it's designed for creating what do you say, the entire stake in infra. Okay, in simple way, entire stake in infra. Now here, when I say it manages only server, here it can do entire stake. When I say stake means your web server, database server, load balancer server, data, everything. It will do everything. Now, if I look at it more closely, then here this can manage config. Okay, manage config, and that means it can manage config. I mean to say, let's say you can either create or edit or delete anything in the servers or infrastructure. But here in Terraform, with the one command, you can create and edit and delete. Here and you should remember the Terraform, there's a one command for apply, there's one command for destroy, right?
Yeah.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that. But here in Ansible, there's no as such command, there's no as such capability. If you want to do that, then you have to write a coding for it in the module. It's not like, okay, you declare one thing, it should be doing everything. No, in Ansible there's no thing, you have to specifically write for that code. So this capability is not there in Ansible. Now, so I would say, when I look at the Terraform, this is for managing the entire infrastructure. Okay, managing entire infrastructure. Here, managing entire infra, and that's the reason we say coding for infra. When I say infra means multiple tools, but here it says primarily for the servers and coding for servers. Okay, managing here and coding for servers. So these are the many things, but again, one line get applied, one programming language can do everything. So if you want to do Ansible, you have to write more code, but it will do that things. Are you getting my points?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, other differences it can be here. Ansible is written in Python. This is written in Go. This is from Red Hat. This is from HashiCorp. Now, HashiCorp. Here, all the features come from the plugins. Here also, all the features come from provider. Okay. Here we have a modules. Here we have a resources. Here we have resources. So some of this thing we can discuss. Yeah, again, just check it out. Many blogs, many people have written so many lectures. Probably that will help you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So can we move on to the demo, guys? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I want. So I want few machines. And CentOS. Continue. And go for this one. Here's the two machines I'm going for it. 8 GB is okay, I think, for us. Name. ACS. Security group. So one I'll make it ACS, that's let it be, and another will make it ARS. Okay. So guys, this is my ACS and this is my ARS. Okay. Now in ACS, remember I need to install Ansible, correct? No? So login. Now there is a blog for it. That blog is install Ansible. Here you can follow to install. Here it is. So I will follow the same guide. Okay. So now let's do that. EC2-user. What is the key as provided? Rajesh Mumbai, that's correct. 30.
EC2-user. Oh, okay. My mistake. It's a different AMI as today I selected against my habit, and that username would be CentOS for it. Yeah, it's a CentOS. And change setting, appearance 80. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll become a root. I'm installing Ansible. By mistake I did update. Oh, what did I update? Didn't want it to do update. It will take lots of time. I think I ran. Let me check.
Cancel.
No, I don't want to cancel it because cancellation is also Yum will get crashed and then again troubleshooting and all. And I'm very scared of troubleshooting during the session.
Or you can stop this instance, can clear the others.
Yeah. Meanwhile, yes, guys, I think you guys are not using LMS. I've seen that. So let me make you comfortable with LMS. So a lot of things are there. So many courses are there. So anything like, let's say Ansible, I showed you Kubernetes. Here we have all these courses you see here. These are crash courses. This is it's an online session, the one which I took it with you guys. Now this is the other sessions, which is 14 sessions we have. Each one of these minimum 1.5 hours or 2 hours. So almost 30 hours of videos you have for each and every topic. So just consume this. This is the older one. Again, this is the new one. So like that. So this is a little bit short. This is a huge. So that way you can consume it. Lots of Q&A session is also there. Quiz, site home, quiz. Here it is. So test your skills. Here it is. So many quizzes are there, and it will help you. Okay. So do that. There's a tutorials. I don't know how many of you are consuming it. Tutorials have given all this proper things. Let's say Ansible.
And then if you are just want to just think of like the basic question, if you know, there are a lot of tools in the DevOps, right? So like as I like
Yeah.
when you saw like you have 2, 3 or 1 year's experience in DevOps, so like, it's obviously like we are not that much mastering all the tools, right? So will they like go like the basic one or like or they'll go in depth into each tool like Jenkins in depth, Ansible in depth, Terraform in depth, like how the
No,
interview?
in that case, see, you won't get a time actually. There's so many tools are there, and don't learn everything in deep. First, you learn at a high level, okay, what is that, what is that. Every tool you should learn at a high level. You should not skip. Even I am getting crazy. Yeah, I'm getting crazy nowadays, you know, everything even I have to learn at this stage. So every week we get a new tool. That's the problem. So
Yeah, that's right.
at a high level you understand, okay, and then project demands something, then you can deep dive into that.
Yeah, because I'm like basically like database administrator as a base skill set. Then now I did AWS. So, but now everything going to DevOps. So if I go pick one topic, like suppose I used Ansible first as my first to learn. It took long time. Even still, I'm not finish all modules, everything because like they can ask anything anytime. So it's taking so much time to finish one module, one topic.
If you only alone learn Ansible, so I have 40 hours of videos, almost 30 hours of videos. Now it will take you to, I think, minimum if you give dedicated 10 days, then it will take it like that.
I'm not saying forget it if you don't use practically also. That is another point. I study for up to 1 month. After the first day, I will finish what I studied.
Right. Yeah. Okay, guys. So now I think update is done by mistake, but anyways, it's not harm. I'm installing the Ansible now. Okay. So Ansible is being installed. Okay, so Ansible got installed. Ansible command line, here it is. Ansible version. Ansible version, and you see here. So it's got installed here. Look at this. Now I did told you engine. So where is the engine? So engine is which Ansible? This is a engine bin Ansible. By the way, in this directory you will also find many Ansible utility. See here: config, console, connection, inventory, galaxy, talk, pull, vault. Many other you get it. So be mindful about it. Where is a plugin? So you see that plugins inside the directory, which is this path. Okay, this path. So go here, and plugins is here. All these are plugins. All these are plugins. So what is the plugins is doing? Basically, it is a featuring. It is empowering the feature of Ansible, not with your deployment. This is the. Now where is the modules? Modules. So thousands and thousands of modules I said, right? Go back, check it out. See this directory, modules. So here these are the modules category. I showed you same thing on the website also. Cloud module, file module, this module, that module. Okay, so like this.
Rajesh, which Python version is Ansible using?
So yeah, 2.7. One more thing, 3 is also possible, by the way. Okay, so 3 is also possible. But in that case, Ansible runs on 2.7, but modules can be the one modules which you see that here can be any version, 2.7 or 3. Okay, so this is the module. Where is the config file? So config file is here. See that. If you look at the config file, you have so many options are there. Most of these are commented. So if you want to modify, you can modify. So what is the configuration file? It is, you can change the behavior of Ansible. So guys, you understand, you got install Ansible, you got engine, plugins, module, config. Now we have to create a playbook and inventory file. Okay, so first let me create an inventory file. I have, because it's easy to create. This is the inventory file. So I'll go to my user home, and here mkdir prj1 project1. Oh, I did not create it actually. mkdir prj1. prj2, something like that. Whatever. Okay, so I'm creating inventory file. So file name can be anything. Okay, so here I'm keeping inventory itself. Done. See here, it can be 2 or 2000 machines, no problem. Here, now we need to create a playbook, which is this one. Now what is a playbook? It's a YAML file, has a multiple play. Each play has a host and group. Now what is a group? What is a group? So group is basically list of server from the inventory, not all server from an inventory. See here, think about it. All or web or QA dev, something like that. Okay, something like this. So see here, if you have a multiple ARS machines, so this is your total inventory, but you don't want to run everything in your script on every machines. You want to run only in 3 machines. So this is called group 1. This is called group 2, like this. Okay, so here is a group of machines. So how to create a group? I can create a group here. Web group. Okay, I created group. So I could have put it up everything in the same file, but I decided to keep a group, web group. Now you will have a DV group, so you can give some fake IP address. Okay, fake IP address like this. So this is a group. If you use all is a default one. That means you can use anytime. All is a built-in group. But if you want to create a more group, you have to create a more. Now you have to declare the task and task from the modules with a parameter. So now how to go about it? Playbook writing. So inventory is ready. Inventory is ready. So how to go about it? So first have a project. So my project is set up a web server, and you try to follow this approach every time. Set up a web server. Okay, now convert into the steps. Step 1, install httpd. Step 2, copy index.html to location var www.html. Step 3, start a service. Remember, I told you very specifically 100, not thousands of modules are there. So these steps are very important, so you can find out the module. So now you'll go to the Google and find out module, because there are thousands of modules. Ansible modules for what? Install packages. I search got changed. I tried something else. Got from something else. Module, not playbook. So see here, yum package apt. So these are the modules because I'm using an RHEL yum module. Okay, and here you want to open up this is the URL. Okay, so here you got the module. Now for copying, I need to get module for copying file, and here I got a module. Okay, so here also I open up. Okay, now for starting the services, I need a module for starting a service. Okay, now here's service module. So like that you start with it. Slowly you get a habit of it. Okay, getting the module name remember. So understand that you have a project, convert into the steps, then each steps you'll be finding a module. Now module and their parameter, remember here in a playbook you have a parameter, right? So what is a parameter? Because let's say if you want to copy, so which file you want to copy, where to copy, that's a parameter. If you want to delete something, if you want to start something, so you have to give parameter. So how do we know? So look at that module table only, read it, short reading, requirements, and then these are the parameters. That this you have to study yourself only because there's so many, but I can help you with one. Okay, depends on the requirement. So that's the reason I said whenever you have a project, come into the steps, it will become easier for you. Now see, your module have so many parameters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is this? Whole description is here. Now what kind of data it will take? Boolean. Yes, no. Here it will take string. See, sometime it will take integer also. Here it is. See. Okay. So there is the data type. Each parameter has a data type and it's added in 2.4 means which Python version it got added. Okay. If it is a Boolean, what is the default value? No. See here, it's in green. Here also no default value. For this there's no default value. You see here. So when you see some default value, you can look at this here. Now this is the yum. Look at this. Look at this copy parameter. So many parameters. Again, right side you have explanation. Again, type of it. Again, choices, which is set default. If you don't set it up, no. If you don't set it up yes or no, it will be no. But if you want not no, then you have to set yes. You see here, this is required. In yum, there was no required red. There was no required. But here you have a required. That means without this, you cannot use copy module. What is this? Destination. Okay. Some module will have aliases. For example, let me show you. So you can use a update cache, that's a one parameter, but you can use expire cache also. Both are okay. Both are same thing. So aliases also you can use it. So it's up to you. So like this. So guys, this table you have to understand it for that module, and accordingly you have to use it. Now if you go scratch down, go down, and you have so many examples for each one of this. See here. So many examples downside. See, so many examples. So like that. So can we create this now? So install HTTP package, yum. I copy, done. Second thing, what should I do? Copy file index.html, right? Done. Third thing, start the service. Done. Did you find any difficulties? Now you have to change this. So install httpd latest, that's okay. Copy a file from source, change it index.html. Destination where you want, This should be destination. All this thing I don't want unless because it's not required. If it is you want it, you can keep it. Here what you want, start a service. So here it is a restarted. So state, I'll go and check what are the options I have available. So if you see state, started is here, not restarted needed. So this. So here you saw that how can we write a playbook. Did you understand this? This is a task. Guys, did you understand this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this you have to keep it in the playbook format, and that's the problem actually. Even I feel problem nowadays, but because I've got a habit, so I'm not feeling that. But initially I remember 6 years back I was crying a lot on this playbook skeleton. Okay, Ansible playbook skeleton. So yes,
So
you
Raj,
have
like
to
the files we want to copy, it should be in our AC server, or we can copy from across the remote servers.
ACS, no, it should be ACS. See, ACS.
Like, my question, like, suppose I want to copy from one remote server to another remote server. So is it possible?
Huh? So this will, okay, I'll just come, let me complete my first thing. So here, skeleton example. Okay, so you will find many skeleton for the playbook. Okay, skeleton. So where is that? Oh, this one. Okay, so just copy any of the playbook. This is the playbook. Okay, go ahead. See, host. See here, I match with my discussion. Here, playbook YAML file has a multiple play and each play host task module parameter. Okay, this is the play. So now you see here, this I copied host tasks. Okay, this you will remove it for time being. Done. So this YAML is very particular about the spacing. So tasks. Now you have to copy this. Handlers also remove it. So now this is the task. Now one by one I'll copy mine one. And here, see that. This will definitely fail because YAML is very space constraint. So this is good, this is bad. So you need to understand that when the spacing will happen. So YAML, just I would suggest you just to do some reading on the YAML specification. So you'll do that. So here, never use the tab. I will correct it as per my requirement.
Is there any ID where we can write this playbook so we can find the notation?
So many IDs are. You can use this. Okay, guys. So my playbook is ready now. See here. Here host. What is the group name I given? I forgot actually. Web. Okay. So web task. I want this. I want this. I want this. But index.html is not available. So let me create an index.html. Vi index.html. Okay. And h1. Welcome to Ansible class by DevOpsSchool.com Rajesh Kumar. Okay, done. Here, so this file is created. Now you have to start it. That's all. So let's copy this. So vi, any file name you can write it, playbook.yaml, anything. File name can be anything, no problem. And save it. So guys, everything you got it. You see here, indexed inventory you got it, playbook you got it. That's what ACS human can do that. Look at this. Human can write a playbook and playbook and inventory file. Okay, so done. This is done. Now finally the command which will run is Ansible hyphen playbook inventory and playbook. What is the name of the playbook? Playbook.yaml. That's all. So run it. So what exactly this will do, you have to see here. They're asking, yes, this is irritating job. So Control C. I'll go and modify the configuration file. So next time it will not ask. That is where I'm modifying the nature of Ansible. So Ansible.cfg. I know that option, so I'm modifying it, but you have to spend a little bit of time understanding. Maybe Google experience it. I uncommented it, made it false. Now it will not ask me the fingerprinting. Okay, good. So now we have running the things, everything is okay. See here, two machines it has taken, 50 and 152, 50 and 152. So what exactly it will do, understand that. Here you have a modules. These modules got into the playbook. Okay, I put it in the playbook. See here, playbook. These are the modules with the parameters. Modules parameter. Now playbook I am running on the inventory. Okay, inventory, and there are two machines for me right now. Now inventory is trying to through SSH. Remember the communication protocol is SSH because both are Linux here. And just see the discussion. If it is a Windows, then if it is a WinRM, if it is a Linux, then where is a Linux? SSH, then SSH. Okay, so they go here and create a package, and each machine they send this, run this, get a report. Each machine they send this, run that, get a report. Send it, each task list. Run, send, run, send, run, send, send, run, send, run, like this. Okay, so this is a Ansible is keep doing. So here they are not copying this script. YAML file is they are not copying. They are running in the memory itself and coming back and reporting back. So it's a clean work. Now if you see here, I wanted to copy the file from the host machine. Copy the file from the host machine. So here what I did, I used the copy module. Now like that, there's so many modules are there. So see here, you should read it. I am not spending time for the reading each and everything, but understand that. Copy files to remote location. Remote location means from here to this. Okay. So did you understand this whole things together? Did you understand that? Okay. Now there is a problem here. Problem is it got failed here. So failed, of course, because you know that you tell me when Linux connect to, let's say Linux connect to Windows, then what we need? Tell me.
HTTP.
Windows using WinRM. So you need a user ID and password. Okay, user ID and password. Now if Linux using SSH, then you need two things: user ID and password, and user ID and key. Correct now?
Yeah, the public key.
Right? Right? Yeah, both will work. So here I am having this scenario: Linux key. So let's copy the key. Simple. Let's copy the key. So here it is. VI.
If the inventory contains like suppose bunch of and suppose 100 servers, so it will run in parallel or one by one again.
So that is a strategy. This is called strategy. So there were 2-3 strategies are there: linear strategy, parallel strategy. So you have to decide. By default, it's a linear strategy. Okay.
Means like I didn't get. Linear means like parallel.
Okay.
Or one way.
Just a second. Ansible strategy.
Actually, my requirement like suppose I have 10 server, I want to shut down one by one, and I have to wait for the servers to shut down. Then I go in the next server, not shut down
So
all 10 servers once.
The default behavior is a linear strategy, and other strategy you have a free strategy, debug strategy. So linear strategies, if you do, then it will send. Okay, there's a two things. Understand that. Let me explain you in a different things. So see here, these machines can send the task how many machines parallel. So the default is set 5. This is called forking. What we call it? Forking. Okay, understand that. I must show you that one. etc Ansible grep fork. See here, set is 5. Okay, default is 5. This call, that means this ACS machine can send that request to how many machines parallelly. This is called forking. Okay, this is called forking. Now remember, in a playbook you have a task, 1 task, 2 task, 3 tasks. How you should run in these machines? So linear or free. When you say linear, then it will run first this one, then second one, then third one. But if it is a free, then it will send this one, then this one, run free, whatever. So it will not, this guy will not wait to complete this one. It will fire, then this will fire, then this will fire. Are you understanding this?
Yeah.
Okay, there's one more mode, by the way, debug strategy, and that you can debug. So there are 3 strategies are available. Check it out, which one is working for you. So for that, and again, forking is like a parallel forking.
So we can increase, right, the forking 5 to something else if you want more.
Yeah. You should be doing that, and more CPU, more RAM is required for this.
Yeah, more platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, so it's saying there's a problem here, access problem, more or less. See here, access problem. So I was doing something, I don't know whether I did or not. Remote.pm. So remote PM should be 600. That's a file permission. Okay, so I did everything. So now let's run this command here. Now see here, u CentOS hyphen key file. I am having little confusion. Key file, yeah. What file name? Remote.p. Because I'm doing some operations like which require the sudo access. So -b. Now you must be wondering from where I'm getting these options. So these options are available. You just go and read it, each and everything here. Okay, see here. So read it. So I got the access as per my design. Again, I have a detailed video on this, almost 2 hours on this authentication or access and authentication. Try it out. So I gave the access also. Now you see here, installing the Apache here. So I have only 2 machines, so not much time will take. See, first run is taking time, right? I'll run one more time and I'll show you that. That's called IDO imported.
I think we can reserve the gather facts here and go first.
No, that's done. No, gathering facts is already done. It's installing that. You see that change installing
Yeah,
that.
the green line, yeah.
Okay, let it happen. Meanwhile, what I will do, I'll just enhance some of the scripts of mine. What I want this time, I want to introduce some variables. So how do we do that? Vars. What is your name? Name, my name. What is my name? Rajesh. Okay, this is the name. Now, can I put this Rajesh Kumar in the somewhere in the script? You can keep it. So there's one module called debug module, Ansible debug module, which can print that string. So instead of using, I'm printing it. And here, message. So rather than I copy this whole things. And here I'm using 1 2 1 2. Here my name. This is the way you can use the variables, double curly braces. Okay, so my name is my name. So here I declare the variable, here I'm using it. It can be used in any other places in the playbook also. This is the one thing. I declare the variable. Now I want to run, because you see that here why it's got stuck. 152 is done, not taking more time. Okay, so here I just control C. It's taken more than what I expected. 150 is done. What is a one? Change done. Okay, so now you see that run has completed. So now can I rerun one more time? I'm rerunning. Okay, and you see that how less time it's taking. Okay, see that done. So can I validate whether the deployment has happened or not? So see you. Welcome to Ansible class by DevOpsSchool.com. Rajesh Kumar. Can you see another one? See you. But you know one thing, right now web server is running on 80 port, but I want to change it to the 8080 port. So what I want to do, so for that you have to templatize it. For creating a template, what you have to do, let me show you. So you have to copy the file which is acting like a template. So I have a file which is already conf this file, okay, and current location. So I got this file which I'm going to create a template. So vi httpd now 80 port to 8080 port. So you have to know applications very well also. So this is here I'll give the variable, one variable port, creating a template. So here is a one variable I'm displaying. See, I did just now. Okay, port is a variable and 8080 port. So here done. Now template file need to be in the Jinja 2 format. J2. That's all. If it's not in this format, Ansible will not understand. So Jinja 2. So this is my template file. Now what I should do here, I should introduce one more variable, port and 8080. So you see here, I use the variable here, declare the variable here, port 8080, and here what should I do? Look at the flow of the chart. Here it started, but you know I am changing the configuration, so I need a restarted. There's a flaws. If I use restarted every time, will start even the static content. If I see restarted, then every time will start, even though if it is a no static content. So, but what I want the only restarted if there is a content change. So first, let me do one thing. First, template module, I have to replace it. So right now, go for the template module, Ansible template module. Here, template module will help you to change the J2 Jinja file that is inbuilt. You can't change the behavior. So this is the code I copied. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So what is the template file name? This is one. Where you want to place it in a remote machine? Here. See, this is a Jinja 2, but you have to place it as it is this one. So if you want to replace this file with the port number 8080, then you have to restart this. So for that, I don't want to restart here because see here, there's a drawback. If I say started, then these changes will not be taken place because if it is already started, it will not try to restart. But if I say restarted, then every time static content, if I change, then also it will restart, which is not required because restart required only if the configuration changes. So what do we do in this case? Then we use the handlers. What is the handlers? Handlers is a special task. Let me show you. Handler is a special task which don't run it. Understand that. Handler is a special task. Handlers, see here, this is a task, this is a special task. This is a task which will execute by default. This task will not at all execute until it gets called. So this task will not execute. But if you call, then it will execute. So how do we call it? We have to use notify. So notify, here it is. So I am notifying here. Okay, notifying here. So what I'm trying to do, see here, because this task automatically will not execute, this task will automatically it will execute. So for that, you see, it will execute this one, this one, this one, this one. If try to execute this one, if there is a changes, understand that, then only it will call this task. If there is no changes, this restart will not happen. So notify means if there is a changes, and if you see a change means what? So whenever you run any script, any playbook, see I'm running one more time. So see here, changed is equal to, see, no change has happened. Earlier it was when first time we were running, there were changes, change 0, see here. Okay, so here when there is changes, then only this will be called. So that way my entire scenario has been addressed. Guys, did you understand this? How to use template and then handlers? Guys, did you understand this?
Yeah.
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, right.
So now I'm putting up this one. vi web.yaml, save it. Web.yaml. I run it. See, there's no changes so far. Copying, there's no changes. See, my name has printed out that variables. See here, my name has printed out debug module. Here, Rajesh Kumar. Now you see there's a changes. Template is modifying these changes. And you see restart has happened. Let's see here, restart. The moment change has happened in the template, restart has happened, and the moment restart has happened, change true and stuff like that. So can I check this my things? See, it's not available. So which port is running? 80. See here. Okay, now can I rerun one more time? This time it will not run the restart. See here, restart no, change 0. So guys, this is the way you can write a playbook. Again, many things you should learn, but this is the way. So we discuss about, see here, human can do what. Now it's only that matter of inventory. You keep increasing the inventory, this code will work in all the machines. Okay, so this is the stuff. Now this is called playbook. But typically playbook we run in the we convert into the roles. What is the roles? In short, it's a managing multiple things. Managing what? Managing tasks, template, variables, handlers. Okay, so here which is the task? This is the task, guys. This is the task. Okay, now what is a template? This is a template file. Okay, variables, this is a variables. This is a handler task, this is a handler task. So it's managing all following. Roles is a skeleton, directory structure. Directory structure. Okay, so how do we create a roles? Let me quickly create a roles also. So Ansible -galaxy init web. See here, web, you got the role. Now tree yum install tree -y. Now here, look at this. This is a web. This is called role. Okay, here role. Variables will go here or here, but both the places, if you have a variables, this has the highest precedence. All the file script you are using here, it will go here, like index.html. Handlers task will go here, task will go here, template file will go here. This for acceptance testing. It's not in scope right now. So what I'll do, I will copy, move this file to web files. Done. I will change this to template, web templates. Done. Okay, so you see here, now I got only task and handler here. So let's copy the task I have here. So copy this whole task and vi web tasks main.yaml. All task I copied here, and this is the handler task. I copy inside a handlers directory main.yaml. So easy right now. See here, and vars is here. So done. See here, managing the large scale playbook. So now you don't need a playbook anymore. Done. See here, so this is the overall skeleton. You have variables here, template here, files which you are using in the playbook here, handler task here, main task here, template here. Wonderful. Now key here, inventory here. Now this is a role. To call the roles, you have to have a playbook again. So let's create one playbook this time. How to do that? This is no variable needed. roles. What is the role's name? Role's name is web. Done. Now let's see here. I'll call it this as a site.yaml. Site.yaml. Okay, so here that's all. Same command. Earlier we used to call role playbook. Now site.yaml. Site.yaml will call this web role. Now see that managing the complex file. If it is so many, because it was very small, so many. Now see here, everything is done. Now everything is done. Okay, so now what you want to do, if you are lazy like me, then you have one place where you can download the free roles also. Free roles, which you call Ansible Galaxy. Here, and people like you and me have written so many roles. So do we have a Java in this machine? See, Java is not there. So I want a role for Java. So can we go and get it? So people have written so many roles and they have contributed here free of cost. You should check it out, this website. But I am downloading this role using this command here. This command has given. I'll just run it. It will download in some local user home directory. See here, the Girling guy have downloaded. It's downloaded here. Okay. Now how can I use it? This is the someone else role. See here, I have not written even single line of code now, and I am able to install Java in hundreds of machines. That means you know that what I'm talking about. Through it depends on the inventory. See, now it will install the Java. So my software was installed already, so it will not do the changes. But after that, it will go to the Java. See, Java is being installed. So how this is good? I mean, this is so nice. I feel Ansible is so good compared to Puppet and Chef because of these other reasons. It's so easy to use, say easy to do the things, not very complications. And you see, Java is installed. So guys, this is the world of Ansible. Any questions so far?
Okay, Raj, can we talk about some facts like set facts and
Patch means?
fact, set underscore fact.
Set fact. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a two kind of variables actually. One is a custom variables which human decides. Okay. And here there's a one fact variable. Here fact variable means system variable. System variable. System variable does something like a OS name, OS architecture, and 32-bit, 64-bit, and all stuff like that. So how do you know that all this fact variable? So fact variable is like Ansible -m module setup. So if you run this, I'm just trying to know the fact variable for my local host. Okay, I use the Ansible command. So these are the fact variables. Any variable which is starting with the Ansible underscore is a fact variable. Now these fact variables you have in every nodes. Based on that you can do the coding. Fact variable. That means if it's like this. Here if you see, if this is a Ubuntu, learn run apt module. If it is a RHEL, run yum module. If it is a Windows, run then win package module, like this. So conditional programming, so you have to use the fact variable. For example, let me show you here. Debug.School. See See here, this is a fact variable used. See here, there is a task name command. This is a module name parameter. Do this if it is a Debian. See here, do this if it is a different operating system. Do this if it is a Red Hat, and this one. So this is the Ansible underscore distribution, and these are the fact variable. You can do the conditioning on the system custom variable also, which you write it. Now you ask, what is a set fact? Set fact is one of the plugins actually. Using that you can set any system variable at a remote location. So here, if you go here, set fact means set a fact variables. Okay, see here. This is the module. So here, see here, this module allows setting new variables. Okay, see here, set host fact from a task. So if you want to set a host fact, means just like Ansible or something like that, in the task itself, then you use the set fact. Okay, see here, how can you set? See here. In the module itself, this is the module and this is the variable and one fact, and here you are setting up this one variable, one fact, second variable. Getting my points?
Yeah.
Okay guys, any other questions?
Hi Rajesh, I have a question for you. It is not really related to the topic we discussed, but it is somewhere related regarding certification for Ansible. And I think I have asked you earlier to, when I was looking for the certification exam, the prerequisite says like successfully complete DO407 course or demonstrate equivalent experience working with Ansible to configure systems. So I wanted to know, is there any workaround for that, or do we need to? So based on your experience, or like you are interacting with so many students, right? So if I can share the link here, I've just pasted here, so you can.
No, I'm just checking out.
Sure.
So you are talking about this 407 path.
Yeah, so we have a exam name is 407 EX407. That is the certified.
It's a red hat, right?
Yeah.
So if you go see here, where is the pictures actually? Yeah. So what is the questions?
Yeah, if you click on that, it will show you the prerequisite of this for this exam. So it says, if you scroll down, if you scroll down, yeah, successfully complete automation with Ansible or demonstrate equivalent experience.
So I think this will work for you. Can send your experience certificate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to request our organization to
just check this out. I'm not sure about it, so
okay.
cannot
Okay.
with the
No worries.
There's the email address will be there, so just query them and see that how.
Okay.
By the way, I think this is a training actually, not a. This is a training.
Oh, okay.
This is training. So they are saying, okay, you do this training and then try certification or demonstrate equivalent experience. So you should not, because training is like a $5,000, I guess. It will be very costly. Check this, 4,000, 5,000 or something like that. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
So don't go for that. It's just a waste of money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So check this out. It's a training actually. So they are just selling this training and then they're asking you to attend this certification. So
okay,
go for this. Go for second option.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any other questions?
So for certification, right, do we need to go through all your 12 videos you just showed in the LMS?
So trust me, if you complete my all these videos, whichever I showed you earlier in this LMS, I think that will give you the complete overview of the Ansible overall. I mean, 70 to 80% of the things you don't have to worry about. Yeah, remaining you have to put from yourself also.
Okay, okay, that is fine.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So I will. You have a recordings, anyways, so many. So I'll update these notes in this master in DevOps. I'll send you that URL in the WhatsApp group. And tomorrow we're going to meet up with the last class for this batch, which is New Relic. So let's see you tomorrow and then get going. Okay.